Welcome back. Trust the science, they say. Yeah, our governments, wow, just scheming you know what's, right? All the time. All right, people, join me on Rumble. Over there, you can create your own crypto wallet. Yep, your own crypto wallet and earn interest on your money. Yeah, think about that. You can tip people on Rumble, create your own crypto wallet, earn more interest. What else do you want? Banks don't offer you shit. Did you believe the banks when they said crypto was bad? Did you believe the media when they said crypto was bad? Crypto is your freedom, everybody. The bank's crypto, that's the bad crypto. Your crypto in your own personal wallet, that's freedom. You can make way more money. Interest. Check it out. Don't take my word for it. Check out my links below. You can earn more with crypto and you have it decentralized in your own personal wallet. Weird, right? Yeah, I know. Screw the centralized system. They're done. All they do is take. If you like your wars, keep your money in the bank. Let them make money off of you while they give you nothing. Or, I don't know, keep your own money in your own bank and make interest instead of the bank making interest. No brainer if you ask me. Check out my links. Do your research. Don't take my word for it. It's just common sense.
Okay, this is crazy. Not only did the Public Health Agency of Canada just take over the VISP program, the Vaccine Injury Support Program, and rename it to the Vaccine Impact Assistance Program, but they have just scrubbed all of the previously publicly available data that broke down everything from the number of submissions to the number of approvals, appeals, etc. Luckily, in my last report, where I also tied in some of Teresa Tam's emails in regards to the development and administration of this program, I also included screenshots of VISP's latest data and some of those submissions. So make sure that you check that out and follow me, because I'm going to continue following this file as I have been for the last 4.5 years since the inception of this program. And don't forget that it was only through my exclusive investigation into this program that it was uncovered that the consultants from Oxero, the third party that was previously leading the program, they benefited massively from this whole incentive.
Wow.
They pocketed millions and laughed all the way to the bank, while those who were injured by the safe and effective marketing mantra were left waiting in the midst to wither away.
All right, I don't know if this is true or not. You guys can look it up for yourselves, but I love watching this wild out there shit, right? If it's true, then we're screwed. But if it's not, it's just fun entertainment for now.
Supreme Court of the United States. I printed it off. I'll even give you the link. As a matter of fact, let me give you the link right now. / www.supremecourt.gov/opinions /12 PDF /12-398 space underscore 1B7D period PDF. Let me read this to you in case you don't understand what the hell's going on with this stupid ass shot. In the U.S., the Supreme Court has ruled that vaccinated people worldwide are products, patented goods, according to U.S. law, no longer human. Through a modified DNA or RNA vaccination, the mRNA vaccination, the person ceases to be human and becomes the owner of the holder of the modified gen vaccination patent, because they have their own genome and are no longer human, without natural people in parentheses, but transhuman. So a category that does not exist in human rights. Did you hear that? A category that does not exist in human rights.
Wow.
The quality of a natural person and all related rights are lost. No rights, freedoms, and liberties. No religious exemptions, nothing, because you've been turned into a person, not a man or a woman. You think I've been joking? I've been telling you guys to wake the hell up. You haven't been waking up. Now it's kicking you in your teeth. This is why I put on these seminars, so you can understand exactly what you need to do to forcefully take back your rights, freedoms, and liberties. Now listen to this. This applies worldwide, and patents are subject to U.S. law since 2013. All people vaccinated with GM-modified mRNAs are legally transhuman and legally identified as transhuman and do not enjoy any human or other rights of a state. State meaning any government, any state, even here in the United States. And this applies worldwide because GenPoint technology patents are under U.S.
Well, what do you say about that? Jeez Louise, people, holy cow. Alright, so along with your government forcing you to do all these things like bing, 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 and whatever else they're making you do, making you have certain speech online or you're going to get in trouble. Yeah, and Canada, they just love you. They love your family. They want you to succeed. They're screwing with your kids. They're grooming your kids to make you extinct. Yeah, no more families. All your kids are being turned into non-sexual beings. They're not going to be reproducing for your next generation. That's right. They're all going to be having their everything chopped off, and they've been groomed to do that so that you are extinct. Yep. So along with the that's taking care of people's reproduction, making sure that that's doing its job. The government also has a program called MAID, which allows anybody who wants to just exit. It's legal. They're allowed to. But just like everything else, they can't even do that, right? I had a video a few videos ago about a woman who just looks too ecstatic about her job. She looks like a psychopath, and this is what she goes around doing to people. And she looks happy about it. It's really unsettling. But let's see what this newly retired Canadian vascular surgeon has to say about this topic. Canada, your government just loves you.
And I'm so glad to be able to talk to an actual vascular surgeon about this.
So everyone thinks that if you are going to have MAID, you're going to have a quick, painless, and dignified death, right? Based on the report, it is not quick. Based on the report, I doubt that it is painless. And based on the report, the only reason why it's dignified is because of one of the drugs that is given.
It's because it's a paralysis drug that makes it seem like you're fine.
Correct. 79% of the people giving those MAID drugs really have no idea what the drugs are all about. Some people are taking about 2 hours to die.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And the report actually said that 991, or about a quarter of these people, took over an hour to die.
And this only a quarter are getting the actual kill shot. And you're recommending they should all be getting the kill shot. And the fact that they're not monitoring by machines, the patients can linger.
If your purpose is to kill somebody, why are you holding back from giving these drugs? Why prolong their agony? It makes no sense whatsoever. There's a fee code, but there is no training. I think that they don't know what they're doing because they're not anesthesiologists. I've seen reports from doctors who actually did perform MAID and gave up and said they couldn't stand it. The vast majority of people, no way, should be offering this. What I'm hearing now is that people get MAID off the same day.
And they keep harassing him. They keep calling him saying, have you reconsidered MAID? So we know they're doing it because Canada is broke. I find it absolutely degrading, all the elderly, and not even just the elderly, people who aren't asking for MAID. I find it so degrading that they continue to harass people. Do you want to die? Do you want to die? Do you want us to give you MAID? Do you know how degrading that is to go home and have the government system that you paid taxes on and lived here forever to harass people about this? I just think our country has become extremely disgusting.
The expanding indications for MAID that this country is doing, and it is going against what other Western countries are recommending.
Oh ho ho, I've had a few videos like this in the past that I've shown, but here's yet another one, the bank refusing your withdrawal. Guess what, people, in crypto, that can happen. You can get like a crypto debit card, a Visa card, and you can just turn your crypto into dollars instantly when you buy something using your crypto debit card. You don't have to touch your bank account. You can spend your crypto easily, very easily, without having to go to your bank account.
So yeah, 3,500 is going to be the most I can do today.
Right. I thought that's
what
what
I
we
was
were
trying to
doing.
see if we could do the one-time passcode, then I could get you more.
Okay.
But because it's not working,
Okay.
then we just can't. So
That's not
she'll go
working.
ahead and we'll have you swipe your debit card, and then she'll continue to give you your cash.
Okay. And then I just have a question, like, if when I do a money order at another bank and go in there, has there been, like, anything you guys have, like, done to my account, or is there going to be, like, a whole hassle with them?
To get a money order?
Yeah,
No.
like, and to get money out now, there's nothing you guys have, like, put on my account?
No, there's
just
no-
because the demeanor in here seems, like, so odd.
Yeah.
That now I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
Like, the demeanor from you guys, like, shifted, and it feels very weird.
No.
And
it's-
the accusing of doing something illegal was, like, very odd.
Well, it wasn't accusing, it was questioning.
Well, you
So-
told me that it's illegal, and
Counting cards is illegal.
have you looked
Absolutely.
into that? I'd love if you could show me what.
The, yeah, I'm sure you go to a casino and count cards, tell them you're gonna count cards, they're not gonna accept you as a customer.
And you wanna
Yeah, and you're not going to get arrested, though, because it's not illegal.
you wanna take it out of your savings, right?
Yes, but
The, yeah, there's nothing on your account that's gonna stop you from going to another bank.
okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't
Yeah,
doing anything
but I
like
just-
that.
yeah,
Because your demeanor is, like, so unprofessional. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Again, you're gonna run into this issue with the
Right.
phone number, so
Right, I'm sure.
it's gonna be an issue going forward. So just want you to be aware of that.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
Yep.
Very helpful.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
Thank you.
And I want to apologize for my manager's behavior. She's kind of a bitch. Sorry.
I like you. Really cool.
Well, there we go, people. You're already a criminal. You give your money to people that ask you if you're a criminal before they give you your money. Get out of that system. Get out of the system. Oh, this woman is great. She caught Elizabeth Banks with the same freaking little act. Yeah. The same little act. This is just gold. Celebrities are scum.
Hi, it's me, Cindy. Don't be fooled. The SAFE Act is not about protecting against voter fraud. It's about voter suppression.
What's that, Cindy Lauper? Do you have a whole ass camera crew? Are you reading from a teleprompter? Because it seems like you're reading from a script. Oh, and you don't believe me? Pay attention to that reflection. You will see through this whole video that this woman couldn't even memorize this little statement, these lies that she's spreading on the internet. How much did you get paid, Cindy Lauper?
Yep.
Congress is trying to pass the SAVE Act to make it harder to vote, especially for millions of women.
What's even more adorable is that you thought subtitles would hide the camera crew. Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Cindy Lauper one of the performers, singers that always said women could do everything? What happened, Cindy? Your mindset changed? Now women aren't smart enough to figure out how to change their name legally, even though we've been doing it for years? You've been married since 1991. I know dang well that you've done this time and time again. Time after time.
First, they come after our right to control our bodies. And now they're coming after our right to vote.
Women are powerful. Women can just take over the world, but they can't figure out how to change their name.
We are half the population. You need to stand up now. Join me in telling your senators to stand up against the SAFE Act.
I got no notes. I just wanted everybody to get a good look at that teleprompter you were reading from. My only question is, who is funding this sort of thing? Getting these woke celebrities to get on camera and lie to their fans? And why do these woke celebrities have no issue with it? Like, do you have no sort of morals or any sort of backbone? Don't answer that. We know the answer. Let me know. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments.
Another great video is this guy's on the street asking all these people, like white liberal women and men or whatever, and all these white liberal women say it's unfair because black people aren't educated enough to get ID. They don't have access to internet. They don't have the ability and the wherewithal to have the functional ability to get themselves an ID. This is what all these white liberal people said. I just want you to think about that, because the next statement here, the same guy asked black people on the streets, do they have ID? Every one of them said yeah. And they're like, why would you even ask that? And he told them why. And they were like, why would these people say that? That's racist. Why would they even think that? Malcolm X even said, the biggest threat to the black people is the white liberal. Why do we support a government that lies to us constantly, that covers up their crimes, but comes to your door if you make a media post? Think about that. all these people in the files, all this lockdown stuff, forced medication. It's all crimes. It's all criminal. But as soon as you make a media post, you can go to jail or be fined or be harassed by the police and the authorities and your government that tells you you can have free speech. But as long as it's not against them or anybody that they want to do things to you, then it's all fine. This is shocking. This is very, very shocking.
The falsification of data, the suppression of key findings, such as the pediatric deaths that are not being allowed to be released to the public.
Who's blocking that? So children deaths because of COVID-19 shots, that's being suppressed?
The name is Marty.
Marty Makary.
Yeah.
Have you seen that data? Can you tell us? You've seen the data. Can you tell us how many childhood deaths in the United States that they're blocking and hiding?
We don't know that answer. We don't know that number. What we do know is that there was a number of deaths reported in VAERS that were identified by Tracy Bethhogue when she first came in as the FDA CDC ACIP liaison person. She's now the acting director of the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, CDER. So Tracy Bethhogue went through, found a number of cases, drilled in on those cases, and found a half dozen that were incontrovertible. Those passed through re-review, I think twice at FDA. There was, Vinay, you'll recall, disclosed that this existed. But then suddenly there was silence about all of this because there was a decision not to disclose, because those cases are extremely troubling in terms of how they were handled within the CDC. Frankly, there has been significant cover-up all the way through the COVID crisis of a series of issues, not the least of which is the DNA adulteration. But that is what the record shows, and the leadership right now is not willing to allow that information to become public.
Wow, I mean, my jaw is dropping here.
The gall of these people, man, the gall. They care about your children so much, right, that they want to protect them in the school, right? That if your kid feels a certain way, the government has the right to take your kid away from you, right? And we all know what I'm talking about here. The government and the school have the right to come in and take your kid away from you for the safety of the kid, because the kid thinks a certain way, right? Now, put that into this context. How much does the government care all of a sudden? How much does everybody care all of a sudden about these things? A big fat zero, right? So in the schools, it's okay, because that's just destroying the family unit, right? That's the whole goal, destroy the whole entire family unit. Once we stop reproducing and having next generations of people that know their freedoms and rights, they win. It's as easy as that. So stay vigilant, because this is just nuts what the government is doing. They care about your kids so much in one aspect, but it proves their hypocrisy in another aspect, that it's just all control. Yes, let's stop the madness, people.
My daughter's going to grow up with a father with one eye. And at some point she might say, you know, I want one eye. But I identify as somebody with one eyeball. Which, by the way, is far less important than your gender, just physiologically speaking. And so if I take her to the doctor and I say, can you just enucleate that eye for us, because she identifies as a one eye, she wants to be just like her dad. What would the doctor say? They'd say, you're crazy and I'm going to have you arrested. Yep. And this is for a physiological intervention that is far less important than your actual gender and your reproductive organs.
There you go.
We have to stop this madness. This has gone too far. What evidence is there that there's benefit for these so-called standards of care? I mean, anyone can say that they have a standard of care, but that's based on some kind of evidence and research, and you find little to no evidence that there's benefits for this. Maybe you just press pause. Maybe you just press pause. Because if we're doing permanent physiological interventions to children that have permanently disfiguring them for some hope of a benefit that is not conclusive, then maybe we should press pause.
Yeah, think about the rulers of this world, where The government says if we arrest the people in the Epstein files, the whole world will collapse. Well, that means they run everything, right? And they're okay with all this family destruction, killing of the next generation, making sure your family unit gets destroyed forever. Who benefits from that? The people in charge, the people that control everything. Once we're all in survival mode, running around independently instead of coming together as a family unit and like helping each other, if we do that, we win. But they don't want us to be anywhere near like that.
I said, are you paid by Ibis Hotel?
No, are you? To be standing on their property right now recording?
Am I paid?
Yeah, are you paid to be recording their hotel? No, you're not, are you? So, why don't you leave?
You shouldn't ask me to leave like that. Why are you being rude to me?
I'm just reiterating what the staff have told you.
Yeah, that's fine. I heard what he said.
That's not rude, is it?
I heard what he said, but it's not up to you to tell me what, you know, they want.
Okay, and it's not up to you to tell me what to do, is it?
Well, it is, actually.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Okay, we'll agree to disagree on this because you're obviously not going to agree with me. So.
It is. Last time I checked, you are a public servant. I am a member of the public.
Not a public servant.
Oh, yes, you are.
No.
Why not?
I'm an emergency service. I respond to emergencies. I'm not a public servant. I don't serve you.
Who do you
serve?
serve?
The government.
Wow.
Really?
I'm proud of it.
I don't serve the public. I serve the government.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
wrong.
employed by the government, not you. Or not by the public.
The ignorance, right? The ignorance. These people have lost their freaking minds. One generation brainwashed, and all your freedoms gone.
You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
What's your job?
Yeah. Me? Not a public servant, that's for sure. Why? My job, well, I am actually, you got it right a minute ago, an auditor.
Yeah.
I go out, I film whatever I see in public.
What's the channel?
I exercise my right in public. Anywhere that I have the public access, I will exercise my rights. And I don't like it when police officers try to infringe on that right or try to get involved. Especially now, you're getting involved in something that's none of your business.
Because they've called us.
Yeah.
We have to respond to the call.
Yeah, but you're telling me they're asking you to leave. I don't have to leave. At the moment, I don't have to leave. This is a hotel. It's publicly open. They have a plan. There's a sheet over there of planning permission, asking us, the public, for permission. Now, I am the public. I came to have a look. Now, I don't expect you as a police officer, public servant, I will correct you again, to just move me along. Yes, you are. You're a crown servant and a public servant at the same time. You're here to serve the public.
It offends her so much that she has to serve the public. What did you join up for? To persecute people that post memes online? That's what you joined for?
I am pretty sure you never served the king before. Because I'm pretty sure you never met him before. Have you ever met the king? Maybe you have. I don't think so.
What's your channel? Is it very interesting?
It's quite interesting, yeah. Why are you asking me?
You can have a look. You can have a look at us later. We can add 3 views to you.
3 views?
Yeah.
Are you going to make a privacy complaint?
Sorry?
Are you going to make a privacy complaint?
No, that was the thing.
There is. Some people, what they do, they start making privacy complaints. And then to save me the headache, sometimes it's easier just not to say the channel. And then that way, by the time you make the privacy complaint, it's, you know, it's already out there.
It can't be a famous one.
Yeah, because guess what? Can't be a famous one. Because he knows them all. He tries to shut them all down, probably, right? That's just the common sense I get from that statement. Alright, everybody, I'm going to leave you with this one. I had this clip in a video that I had maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. I've had this clip in my videos before, but here it is, man. Plain and simple. Check it out.
Just retired from a local hospital here. No one believes in the flu shots. My colleagues, I didn't. Because the efficacy, and I won't give you data, you created the data. 10% 1 year, 18% the next, 40% at best. The flu mist you gave to our children from 2 to 8 years for almost 4 years, it never worked, 3%. Oh well, I worked in a hospital where my colleagues, doctors and nurses, and medical assistants and patient care and lab, we didn't believe in the flu shot. We were probably at 40%. And then came your mandates. And then came your recommendations. This year, I retired. I'm grateful for that because my soul was sick at what I saw go on. I'm glad I'm retired now because now I can talk to you. Because you know what? While I worked, I couldn't. Because if I did, conflict of interest, I would have lost my job. How did I survive 20 years and never get the flu in that environment? ER, high volume. Was I not on the front lines? Every flu case, 300 people a day. Every flu case, it was me. I never had the flu. You know why? I knew how to wash my hands. I knew how to take vitamin D. I knew how to take elderberry syrup. I don't approve of your flu shot. Now you have pharmacists giving it. You bribe us with cards at Target, and you tell us this is free and it's everywhere, and get it, get it, get it. They're scare tactics, and you should be ashamed. I'm looking around. Some of you are my age, but I'm in a generation where I got 7 shots. 26 years later, my daughter got 10. Her son got probably 60. My new grandson's expected to get 72, and I just watched you add more. I'm appalled. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he fights for us, goes to court for us, for our kids that suffered. His family started Special Olympics. There were no autistic kids. He says that where the 40-year-olds wearing diapers with helmets on at the mall, if you misdiagnose them, if you miss them, because you say they're not vaccines, that they miss them. Where were the special ed classes when people in my generation, there weren't any, because they didn't exist. That's what he says. Do you know, and it's truth, but you know what's gonna happen? I have a 10-year-old grandson, and I don't care what you say, that the autism and vaccines don't exist. It does, because I watched a perfectly healthy, beautiful 2-year-old get those shots and become a severe autistic child. And guess what? He will be 40, walking in the mall with a diaper on and a helmet. Thank you for the studies that you don't do.